Hello again, everyone, and welcome back to the front line with Joe and Joe Pasillo and Joe Resinello. And once more, let us go into the breach. Joe, there are certain people in this world that I would describe for myself. I'm not putting this on you. For myself, as a near occasion of sin. And what I mean by that is there are people that when they open their mouth, they arouse such anger in me that I literally have to go to confession because the anger boils over to hatred. Now, I'm not joking. I don't want to be that way. This woman here is that woman. She is an elitist, number one. She is smug, which is kind of synonymous with being elitist, all right? And she's a racist. Because I want you and our audience to listen to this clip, okay? And you explain to me how in America, when we're all talking about race, everything's about race. You're such a racist. Whether she's black, how a black woman can go on TV and say this about quote unquote white women and nobody says a damn word. Well, Joe and I have something to say about this woman.
Think that women, white women in particular, want to protect this patriarchy here because it's to their benefit. Yeah. They want to make sure that their husbands do well. They want to make sure that their sons do well. They want to make sure that their children do well. And they want to make sure that they do well. Most of the women in some of these studies are married white women, and they do fall in line with what their husbands are doing, how their husbands are voting.
Now, Joe Resinello, help me here, okay? Because what she just said can only be described as disgusting. Because let me put it like this. Now, she's talking about white women, but I don't think it's news for anybody out there that Joe and I are brothers-in-law and our wives are sisters and they're black. And both of our wives do not like this woman who would disagree. Now, she would say that our wives fall in line because we act like Catholic men. We act like real men. We set the plan for our families, okay? And we say, this is how we're going to move forward. She would call that falling in line. Our wives would say, that's showing us respect and leading the family. Joe, I know I'm a little bit muddled there, but this woman has me going in 9,000 different directions in my head. So please pick up on this.
Well, a couple points. One, she's obviously, speaking to her marketing group, her demographic, and that's what they believe. What I would say is this: a man is a provider, a man is a leader, and a man is a protector. That is a standard across the globe. Not when I say leader, the man is in charge of the house, but at the same time, he's not a tyrant.
Right.
Christ says we're supposed to love our wives as we love ourselves. That means we put our family first, we serve our family, but we lead our family. And what I would say this: the proof is in the pudding. You show me your family and I'll show you mine. How's that sound, Sonny?
I'm bet, as my mother would say. I'm bet.
You show me your family and I'll show you mine. And we'll see which one is operating better. And we don't even have to judge it. Let other people judge it.
Well, right. You could be very objective about this. One of the things I think she doesn't realize, because she thinks she's smarter than she actually is. She's talking about women who want to support their husbands and they want the best for their sons and their children, the best for their household. I would have thought these are good things. And then she says, and that's why they voted for Trump. Okay. Well, maybe that's true, Sonny. Maybe because voting for Biden is a disaster. Okay. And yes, voting for Trump is just, forget about everything else, is better for my family, is better for America, which means it's better for my family. So she shoots her own argument in the foot because she's saying, well, women want the best for their family. That affects the way they vote. Right, right. And that's why, according to her, these white women voted for Trump because he's better for our families than the guy who currently occupies the Oval Office. Joe, final word on this.
Well, ultimately, how do you define family? I mean, it comes down to that. What I would say, again, because everyone has a different view of what a family is. There's a lot of crazy views out there as far as what a family is. Again, you tell a tree by the fruit it bears. What I would say is this to Sonny: how's it going? How is your family? How is your relationship with your husband? How long have you been married? Are you faithful? Is he faithful? How much time do you devote to your children? Are your children healthy? Are your children functioning? again, the proof is in the pudding. What I would say is this: I'll use the paradigm of the traditional family, and I'll put it up against any example out there.
Absolutely.
Show me the money. Show me how's it going? The divorce rate, the kids, the marriage itself. Do you like being married? Do you love your husband? Does he serve you and you serve him? Is your home happy? Show me the money.
That's right.
Again, I'll put the traditional marriage up against any of it, and I bet you it outperforms.
Hey, listen, the statistics are in on that, all right? There is no contest. Two quick things. My wife, by the way, can't stand the fact that this woman constantly tells people that she's Catholic. My wife looks at me, she goes, she's Catholic?
Well, she is Catholic. She's just not practicing.
But yeah, she doesn't. But a real Catholic, forget about their political views. A real Catholic does not talk like
No,
that.
that's what I'm saying. She's not like, that's not the language of a practicing Catholic. There's a lot of baptized Catholics. Joe Biden's a baptized Catholic. He doesn't practice the faith.
Joe, he prays his rosary.
Oh,
you know why we know that?
No,
Because he
again,
told us.
say, who are you to say that? You can't support the things you do, Joe, and be a practicing Catholic. You
Right.
can't support lopping off a 14-year-old girl's breasts and say you're not in some type of sin, mortal sin. You can't support aborting a child in the 3rd trimester via your vote or via your consent as a leader. Sorry.
That's
can't
right.
do that. That's what Nazis did. They mutilated people. They killed children. Joe Biden is not even a choice. We're going off topic. And if you support him, sorry, you can't call yourself Catholic.
And the other thing is this. No, right. No, absolutely. And the other thing is, final word is, you know who respects patriarchy, Joe, if you want to call that a bad word? Strong women. If you want to see sons that respect their mother, who are devoted to their mothers, guarantee you 10 out of 10 times that kid's got a strong father. The best sons, okay, who are so devoted to their moms are because their fathers are strong. Joe, we got to leave it there. Thanks for joining us. Get the front line with Joe and Joe. Stick around for more content. We'll talk to you soon.